Hi, this is a quick guide on tbow Zammy. It is a 27 tick method, and I've marked all the tiles here that we'll use for the kill, so just copy those over. You shoot krill on the red tiles and you walk on the transparent ones. It is not necessary to walk on every transparent tile, but you should try to because it saves a little bit of run energy. So for the entrance skill, first drink your range potion, pray melee, and pray rigor. Run to this exact tile and then just hit Zammy. Then instantly click on the altar to use the red X bug. This makes Zammy not move while you render him. And after that one you can pray range. Then run one east of this specific tile and hit him from there as if it were a red tile. If you do this correctly, then the flinch should work now. As you can see, I won't get hit here. For gear, you can take a look at my setup. There's a few things you should change if possible. Bring Zammy Fem Braces and Pegations. I don't have the Zammy Fem Braces on this account, so let's just roll with this. And bring Dragon Arrows instead of Amethyst. These are kind of limited on iron, so again, I just do this. You don't need any staminas for this method, as you just recharge enough run energy passively after the kill is done, as you can see from my run energy. And you can kill Zammy about 3 times per divine dose, so just bring enough for your entire trip. So after the kill is done, I start healing off the minions. Usually you kill the Major first with Blowpipe, and then Blood Barrage of the Ranger and the Meteor. This should pretty much always get you to full HP, but if not, you should have some food from previous kills. So for a regular kill, start on this tile, and with hit Zammy 1 to 3 ticks after he spawns. You can't hit him on the first tick, because otherwise you'll get hit on your next hit, and that will mess up your flinch. It's important not to lose any ticks after your first hit, because otherwise your flinch won't line up correctly. If you do end up losing a tick, it doesn't really matter, but you should skip your third hit in this cycle, and then your flinch will line up correctly. It is important to keep clicking the altar instead of running normally when we run under Zammy. This ensures that he doesn't move. I believe this method is a little easier for irons, because Zammy always spawns in the exact same spots. Mains will have like a 1 in 8 chance for him to spawn slightly off his normal position, and based on where he spawns you should just slightly adjust your timing of your first hit, though hitting him 2 ticks after he spawns should always work. So now for an example to show you how to recover if you mess up. In this case I hit Zammy 1 tick early, and he's going to hit me on my second hit. So if you get hit, you can't flinch correctly again. So when we run under Zammy, we're going to pray melee as he's going to hit us. And then just like in the entrance skill, we're going to run 1 tile east of this tile. And this will delay us enough so the flinch lines up correctly again. And as you can see, we're no longer getting hit by Zammy. So now for a quick explanation on why this works. If you're not interested in that, then you should just close the video, because there won't be any other explanation anymore. So this method relies on flinching, and I'll start by explaining that. So you can only flinch monsters when they've been out of combat for long enough. It doesn't matter if we keep hitting them, but they shouldn't be able to hit us. Now a monster is considered to be in combat when their target is in attack range. So anytime we stand next to Zammy, he is in combat with us. In addition to this, this timer doesn't start running until any flinch is over. And NPCs are flinched for half their attack speed, which in Zammy's case is 3 ticks. So effectively we can flinch him every 11 ticks, which is also exactly what we do. So we flinch Zammy on the first initial hit, where it doesn't really matter because we're outside of his attack range anyway. And then we also flinch him on the hit where we run under him. And if you carefully count the ticks in between each hit, you can see that we are able to flinch him only on those 2 hits if we don't mess up. And now if we do get hit by Zammy, we are flinching him on our second hit instead of our first one, which means we can't flinch him on the hit where it matters. When we can fix this by adding a little extra delay by standing 1 tile east on that specific tile. And we also use the red X bug, which makes Zammy not move. This makes sure that the flinch timing starts correctly when we're running out under him. I also know there is a slightly better 26 stick method, but I don't like the juggling the items that is required for doing that, so I just do this instead. I will put a link to that method in the description.